So we are live on the air with Lou Pickney Plays Fire Pro Wrestling World. This is episode number 10. As you can see, I've got the first match already set up and ready to go. We're playing as A-Kid. We've had some great matches over the past couple of years, particularly in Spain, over in Europe. And then from there, Jerry the King Lawler, Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. This is going to be a tough one here for A-Kid, because after that you got Kenta Kobashi. So I doubled down then on 90s All Japan. I went Toshiaki Kawada. If that's not tough enough for you, how about Akira Maeda? Oh, and Mike Tyson. And then Sheiky Baby. It is Iranian tobacco. It's the Iron Sheik. Alright, so it's A-Kid. Me playing as A-Kid. Let me check something real quick here. Okay, that's how it normally is, but wanted to double check. Better now to find out than to get 15 minutes into what's a great start to a match to find out, oh wait, one of the settings isn't right. Gotta restart. Well, no part of that. So it's going to be me playing as A-Kid, taking on Jerry Lawler, Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, Kenta Kobashi, Toshiaki Kawada, Akira Maeda, Mike Tyson, and the Iron Sheik. The referee is Tommy Young. The venue, USA Grand Dome. And the ring theme, Donut Den. Here we go. As usual with this series, these matches are elimination matches. None of the first fall wins garbage. We go through there's one winner. No rope breaks. No time limits. No countouts. No disqualifications. And a critical. Kawada. 25 seconds into the match. Toshiaki Kawada. Grand opening, grand closing. This is episode number 10, and that is by far the quickest elimination we've had to date in this series. Jerry Lawler and the cheers from the crowd. A-Kid with a chin lock at Kenta Kobashi. Kobashi body slam on Buddy Rogers. Now Jerry Lawler trying to take advantage way down to Rogers. 3-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Kenta Kobashi. A-Kid mixing it perhaps here with Akira Maeda. Fans distracted and booing elsewhere. Another critical. Iron Sheik. Sheiky Baby. Out. And very quickly, less than 3 minutes into the match, we're down to 6 competitors remaining. Mike Tyson with just an uppercut there on Buddy Rogers with the green. We got Akira Maeda in the black trunks, red tights. The character I'm using is A-Kid. Kenta Kobashi in the orange, Jerry Lawler in the traditional singlet with that one strap. How about a strike exchange here by Tyson and Rogers, and Buddy Rogers won, get the better of Mike Tyson. I don't believe I've played as this A-Kid, or any version of A-Kid in this game for that matter. I think I only have the one. I'm going to sneak into the high kick without actually having to jump mid-air or anything to hit it. Look at Buddy Rogers, double underhook suplex on none other than Mike Tyson. Pin attempt. Kobashi kicks out at 2 on that Akira Maeda pinfall attempt. Maeda beats back a double team from Kobashi and Lawler. Mike Tyson. Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. Yeah, stay away from Tyson. Lawler secures a 2 count on Kenta Kobashi before he kicks out. Kobashi. Scorpion Deathwalker hit a cloverleaf. Tough to tell from that angle. Jerry Lawler doing that pile driver. Sit out pile driver on Buddy Rogers. While Lawler poses to the cheers of the crowd, it's A-Kid trying to take advantage of a downed Buddy Rogers. That sleeper suplex. Not taking advantage. Kenta Kobashi taking down Buddy Rogers. Rogers with a low blow on A-Kid. Orange crush that set out by Kobashi on Mike Tyson at 2 counts. Lawler with a body slam on A-Kid that sends him to the floor. We started with 8 competitors. And within the first 3 minutes, we were down to 6. A gut wrench by A-Kid on Akira Maeda. What strength by A-Kid. Tyson, 3-punch combo of Buddy Rogers. Tyson, 1 punch, dropping Maeda. Well placed kick by A-Kid. Works at that would-be offensive move there by Rogers. Rogers then walks in a half crab on Lawler. Series of punches on Maeda by Tyson as the action picks up. Kobashi, an elbow to the back of Lawler. 2 count only, says referee Tommy Young. And a big lariat on Lawler. Kenta Kobashi. Only for Buddy Rogers to go in there and secure a half-Boston crowd. Sit out pile driver by Lawler and Kobashi. Sliced in by Lawler. And A-Kid falls to the outside. Lawler gives chase. Fight on the floor. 2 count. Buddy Rogers got a 2 count. Look at your birdie, that stolen signature maneuver. And a sit out pile driver. And Kobashi is critical. Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. The Okai Yaburi, the stolen signature maneuver. The pile driver. We're down to 5. Maeda in the black trunks. Lawler in the blue and white. Mike Tyson in the boxing gloves. Kobashi in the orange trunks. And A-Kid in the long red tied to the black panels on the side. It's me playing as A-Kid. There's a roll by Lawler. Critical! Lawler got critical. Unexpected turn of events. And that's the problem with a match like this. You're so vulnerable if you go for a pin or submission attempt when others are around. There's an orange crush on Tyson by Kenta Kobashi. Go for the pin. 2 counts. Thrust kick by Kobashi on Tyson. Lariat. A huge lariat. Kobashi, and then it's Tyson with a direct punch that was temporarily dropped to Kobashi. As Kobashi, they can go for strikes. Kobashi. A kick to the back of the head by A-Kid. A-Kid went for a pinfall attempt. They even walked in, there was Tyson. Mike Tyson with an uppercut. Release German suplex by Kobashi and Maeda. Too much power for Maeda for A-Kid to have any sort of sustained offense. At least that's what it seems at this point. And it's a kick, just as I said that, for A-Kid, sending Akira Maeda to the floor outside. A-Kid kicks Kobashi, falls away from Tyson. A-Kid locks in a chin lock. Gotta watch out from the outside. It's Akira Maeda. There's only 4 left in this match. We started with 8. We're more than 15 minutes into it. And a test of strength between, or a strike exchange between A-Kid and Mike Tyson. Can you believe this? Maeda and Kobashi's kind of watching. A-Kid with the dropkick is the better of Tyson. There's a roll-up by A-Kid on Mike Tyson. 2 count. So the applause of the fans here at the USA Grand Dome. It's the first match of the night here, episode number 10 of Luke Plays Fire Pro Wrestling World. Kobashi throws off Maeda. A-Kid with a leg lock one for submission. Tyson unloading with left-handed punches on Kobashi. And Tyson with a punch that drops Akira Maeda uppercut. A-Kid fired up. Look at Tyson. Tyson's gonna be a tough out, I'm afraid. 2 count. A-Kid going for that pinfall, trying to knock out Kenta Kobashi from the match. Tyson, with literal sense, trying to knock out Kenta Kobashi with that uppercut. There's a roll-up. There's by Maeda almost immediately. A-Kid trying to get to Kenta Kobashi. Easier said than done when you don't have any help for Kobashi, but in that case, it's through to break it up. Half Boston Crab applied by Kobashi. A-Kid able to escape. He lost Tyson and Akira Maeda, and Tyson drops Maeda again. Just a single punch. Kobashi. Shin block on A-Kid. Now A-Kid who took Kobashi for right off the ropes. For an armbar. Those chops. Those machine gun-like chops from Kenta Kobashi on A-Kid. He lost Tyson. Sustained long battle with Maeda. She heard from the ring announcer past the 20-minute mark of the match. One thing with these knocked out opponents laying around, it's a little tough at times to see who's actually still in this match and who's not. Really, you can tell because the ones who are knocked out are laying there all askew. Spin kick. A-Kid to the back of the head of Kobashi takes him down. Maeda follows up. Kobashi, I think, was thinking Orange Crush again on Tyson, but Maeda with a kick. Up to a screeching halt. Running kick. A-Kid connects on Kobashi. A second time. Kobashi is celebrating. A-Kid started to spam the running kick. A 3 for 3. They work for him there in succession. Maeda rise rolls to the outside. We've got Tyson well throwing uppercuts. Best stay out of the way. There's A-Kid. And look at the lariat. The lariat there by Kenta Kobashi on Mike Tyson. Going for Akira Maeda to break in. Go for the Kimura, that double wrist lock submission move. A-Kid went for a cover on Tyson, but referee Tommy Young was picking that submission first. A-Kid just had to wait. Standing backflip by A-Kid on Kobashi. 2.9, you hear the cheers of the crowd. Frustration for A-Kid, so close to the elimination. 4 remain in the match. Side leg lock there, submission maneuver by A-Kid on Kenta Kobashi. A dropkick by Mike Tyson. It's a rarity, but Maeda gets the better of it ultimately. The spin kick taking down Tyson. A-Kid knocks down Maeda. Tyson knocks down Kobashi. Tyson knocks down Maeda. Kobashi say to bring it on. A-Kid. Modified version. A Northern Light suplex on Kobashi. 2 count. I think double underhook by A-Kid to set up Northern Lights. Those chops in the corner. Those brutal chops from Kobashi on A-Kid. Uppercut. Tyson. Punch to the head on Kobashi by Tyson. Seeing loads back and forth between Maeda and Kobashi. A-Kid making the choice to let Tyson go in there and knock those guys around. Himself to avoid any contact here for a minute or two. As Kobashi goes to the outside, A-Kid will follow. Perhaps not the best decision for A-Kid, we'll find out. As Kobashi, there's A-Kid flipping through. Back elbow Kobashi. Chop, critical! Akira Maeda just got critical by Mike Tyson. We're down to 3. Got Tyson, maybe I should not rush in the ring with Tyson if I can help it. Tyson's need to bring it on. So both A-Kid into Kobashi. Kobashi not going to avoid turning his back to Tyson. Look at those chops. He was saying he was a fan watching for a minute. More intriguing than I would have thought. Kenta Kobashi and Mike Tyson. And that sleeper suplex, that half and half suplex. Now Kenta Kobashi takes over Tyson, but Mike Tyson. Back to back, one punch, one fall down. As far as for Tyson knocking down Kenta Kobashi. Now going for the body blows. A trio to be specific. Kobashi, Robinson turning back on Mike Tyson. You do that, you get what you deserve, I'm afraid. Kobashi has a great fighting spirit. Can't really count him out either. Tyson plus himself tired. Well placed chop, well timed chop at that. And Kobashi with Tyson distracted by A-Kid. We started late, we're down to 3. Strike exchange. Kenta Kobashi in the orange. A-Kid in the red tights. A-Kid gets the better. There's Mike Tyson. Begin there with Tyson, get close enough, and look at that, Tyson not to be outside. Because they begin with Tyson, get close enough to grapple with him. So dangerous to be in striking distance at any point with a boxer in this team, but especially Tyson. Tyson, there's the adulation of the fans here. The USA Dome. Kobashi forwards A-Kid back into the ring. A-Kid will jump to the outside. There's an equalizer, a sledgehammer. A-Kid with a sledgehammer. And a swing did not connect. That's the 30-minute mark of the match. Kobashi needs no such thing as a sledgehammer with machine gun-like chops. A-Kid swinging the sledgehammer to take down both Kobashi and Tyson. A-Kid with a kick taking down Kobashi. Clearly, Kobashi distracted by Mike Tyson. And a pair of those high kicks for A-Kid. He's excited. There's a huge lariat by Kenta Kobashi on Mike Tyson in the cover. So Mike Tyson has been eliminated. Tyson is out. We're down to 2. A-Kid and Kenta Kobashi will be playing as A-Kid. Thinking about trying to dive there, but Kobashi was cold ready. This has been problematic trying to come off the top rope like this. But instead, make it simple. The block's handled down to the floor. And that leg lock, that side leg lock, a modified figure 4 of sorts by A-Kid. You can't win a fall outside the ring, but you can certainly wear down your opponent out there. And again, back to that leg lock. For as much as Kobashi's offense is based on its upper body strength, you take out 1 or 2 of his wheels, it's not tough for him to get in position in a timely manner, except something like the Burning Hammer or the Orange Crush. Again, that underhook into a Northern Lights, and a 2 count. And the cheers of the crowd. A-Kid's going top rope. And a big splash off the top, and he landed on Buddy Rogers. What a mistake. A-Kid takes over Kobashi. That leg lock. Will this do it? Tommy Young asking. Kobashi with an elbow strike gets out of it. To the Orange Crush. No, it's a reversal. A-Kid reverses it. Kenta Kobashi and the sledgehammer. Just a brutal shot. Although Kobashi back up relatively quickly. Back to the leg attack. No rope breaks, but Kobashi again able to escape. You see the pattern here by A-Kid. Botched that slide under. German suplex. Roll through into a Tiger suplex. And a huge upset. A-Kid wins. So many wrestlers that were knocked out early have been in the ring, laying there, not moving in game time in excess of 30 minutes. So I guess the technical name of the move that got the victory for A-Kid is the Rolling Tiger Suplex. The German to set up the Tiger. So Kawada, Iron Sheik, Buddy Rogers, Jerry Lawler, Akira Maeda all knocked out. Tyson got pinned, and Kobashi pinned by A-Kid. For the most part, I like the music in this game. I've heard that song at the end of the match so many times. But it's almost like my old radio days, what they would call hitting the post. I'm not talking about Brutus Beefcake versus Mr. Perfect at WrestleMania 6 either. But hitting the post is like if you're talking up a song as a DJ, and you know the lyrics are going to start kicking in, the scene will begin at 12 seconds. And so you try and finish what you say right before the scene starts. At least for some DJs, that was their approach. And you can tell the ones now like on Sirius XM satellite radio, there's some great talents up there, but their stuff's pre-taped. And they hit the post perfectly every time because you can time it that way when it's not live, pal. Alright, so we had the Donut Den themed ring, the USA Grand Dome. The next venue will go to the Takafumi City Gym. That was one of the additional venues added as downloadable content in the series. And if you do anything with modding or anything to customize, which unfortunately you can't really do on the PlayStation 4. I wish it were different, but it's not. But you can with the PC version via Steam. So I'll go to the Crown Royal themed ring in the Takafumi City Gym. I've got to look at a New Japan post-match shows where we're drinking Zima in the post-match. I can take a little bit of international alcohol, product placement, or advertising as it were. And to be clear, that nobody's paying me to do any of this. I'm just doing this as for fun and for parody purposes or whatever. When the What If game. I'll be circa SummerSlam 93 Lex Luger. The Lex Express. Well, I will pick the Fiend here in just a moment. A reminder, Bray Wyatt has been in 3 of the last 6 worst match of the year winners in the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Awards. That includes 2 of the past 3 years. Awful match I had to endure at WrestleMania 33 between Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. Although the match they had later, like the Funhouse, I don't know, it was just, the match made it even worse, but because the one at WrestleMania was the one so many people saw and that saw it in person like me, that ended up winning over was probably, if you were to compare the two, the worst of the 2 matches, but it was on a smaller stage. And I get it that, I mean, look, Bray Wyatt, there are different rules for him compared to most. So at least it's something different, unique-ish, even though a lot of what he ever says never makes sense because it's designed to not make sense. Not by him, either. Claudio Castagnoli. Of course, he's wrestled with Cesaro in WWE the past several years. One of the rare times I actually tried to edit, create a wrestler that I had downloaded from the Steam Workshop, just because I was using Bobby Fish as a manager. And the time when I was using him for it, I really needed him to like match with the blue side to kind of stand out from the background. So it looks like a SmackDown referee shirt, circa 2002. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I think I used Tanahashi recently, but I can will check. Okay, I had Tanahashi in episode 1, match number 1. So here in episode number 10, I think it's going to be okay to use Tanahashi again. Although I might go with a different version of Cesaro. If there are any wrestlers in particular that any of y'all want to see participate in one of these matches or be included, just let me know and I'll do what I can. I mentioned Eric Young the other day as far as guys that are talented that were released when they had the big mid-pandemic roster purge, knowing that people being let go were going to have a tough time finding work in pro wrestling, at least for the short term. Par for the course for that company. Give Eric Young the bright yellow tights, they'll stand out. Remind me not to use the Sonny Fargo Starcade 85 ref for this match. Just because it would blend in kind of weird. Possibly. I like this edit of Freddie Blassie from a gameplay standpoint, but there's too much with it that you really can't use in a match. Like, I mean, I could have him there wearing a jacket, and I think this one's been like this since I downloaded it a long time ago. This wasn't like a recent edition with whatever changes were made to allow for more customability with entrance outfits versus the actual, what their in-ring garb is once they're actually competing, performing, or whatever you want to call it. 5'9", 266. What an odd choice, like light gray. Looks like gym shorts I would have worn like in junior high or something. You know, PE class. Then you got Teddy Hart. I'm not sure what's going to happen to Teddy Hart. He's facing those criminal charges from an arrest. He and Maria Manic had their YouTube channel they had started. It's really more Maria doing it than him. And Teddy, at first, he's almost fascinating because it seems like nobody can be that keyed up and on at all times. And maybe he chills out when the camera's off, but man. Like, if he's your cellmate, he really talks like that all the time. That would seem to be a bit much. I don't know. Although I'm sure there are worse roommates you could have, roommates or cellmates you could have in lockup. A lot worse you can get than Teddy Hart, even if he's a bit long-winded or intense about things. And not to pick on the guy, since he's not here to defend himself, but it seems like he seems like the type of guy, Teddy, that will be able to talk himself. Like, he can get himself in trouble, talk himself out of it, and then talk himself back into getting in trouble all over again. Boxing. Scroll through every page on here. I don't remember offhand if I've used Jack Johnson. It says I've not, so easy enough. I find it interesting, kind of curious that his date of birth unknown, or parts unknown, weight unknown. And the latter is always a bit strange because if you've got a scale, you can get somebody's weight. Now, where they hail from, that's a little different. I think we'll go with the younger version of Tiger Hattori with a red vest. I think this is working well as far as the settings and the difficulty level. You get to level 10, and it's just... my timing, I don't think, is going to be fast enough to make that entertaining even. Alright, so this will be match number 2 coming here momentarily. So I'll be playing as Lex Luger with his SummerSlam 1993 Lex Express look, taking on the Fiend Bray Wyatt, Cesaro, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Eric Young, Ed Strangler Lewis, Teddy Hart, and Jack Johnson. Your referee is Tiger Hattori. The venue, Takafumi City Gym. The Crown Royal themed ring. Here we go. girls that never unmuted the mic. So just giving all this brilliant insight. I noticed the meter wasn't moving. Alas. As I noted, you have Eric Young there in the yellow. Already busted open. Boxer Jack Johnson. And then the Fiend. German suplex by Tanahashi on Ed Strangler Lewis. Lex Luger putting the boots to Eric Young. And Cesaro puts himself elbow in the head. Eric Young, 2 count. Lex Luger with a 2 count on Teddy Hart. Luger kicks out at 1 as Teddy Hart himself goes for a pin attempt right after Luger went for his. Lewis at neck scissors. Cesaro. Side headlock on Lewis by Cesaro. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt takes over Eric Young. Over. Teddy Hart and Luger trying to double team the Fiend, but are both beaten back. German suplex with a bridge by Cesaro on Tanahashi, broken up by Ed Strangler Lewis. Eric Young with a roll through. 2 count on Teddy Hart. Critical. Eric Young just got critical. We just passed the 10-minute mark of the match. Cesaro swing on Ed Strangler Lewis. Lewis with an ankle lock. The leg grapevine as well. So the Lex Express version of Lex Luger at SummerSlam 93 slams down Lewis in a cover. 2.9 near fall. The Dragon Suplex by Hiroshi Tanahashi. 2.9 a near fall on the Fiend. What streak shown by Tanahashi. Sharpshooter applied by Cesaro on the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Jack Johnson dropping Cesaro, picking him up and knocking him right back down. Cesaro just got critical by Johnson, the boxer. The Fiend, Sister Abigail on Tanahashi. The Fiend unable to take advantage, and instead, in the 2.9 on near falls, Lex Luger nearly had it. That pinfall on Tanahashi. Clothesline by Luger, cover on Tanahashi. Lex Luger eliminates Tanahashi, and the Fiend is eliminated by Teddy Hart. Quick back-to-back, or nearly back-to-back elimination in a short amount of time brings us to 4 wrestlers remaining in this match. Lex Luger in the red, white, blue American outfit, but primarily in white. Teddy Hart in the black and pink. Ed Strangler Lewis in the light gray shorts. And then Jack Johnson, the boxer, in blue boxing trunks. Reversal by Lex Luger. Suplex that sends Teddy Hart to the floor. Ed Strangler Lewis. Cover on Luger. Luger kicks out at 1. Belly back suplex on Lewis by Luger. Brainbuster. A brainbuster by Teddy Hart on Jack Johnson. Covered by Luger for a 2.9 and near fall. Head Strangler Lewis is out. Pinned by Teddy Hart. Looked like Hart was going to go for an offensive move on Lex Luger, only be saved by Johnson. And now brainbuster on Jack Johnson by Teddy Hart. Luger goes for the pin. She won't let. Luger showing enthusiasm. Jack Johnson unloading on Teddy Hart. That's a tough one at this point in the match. You're tired of the Luger little half-hearted kick to kind of sink up there with Jack Johnson and the attack on Teddy Hart. DDT on Luger by Teddy Hart. Luger looking dazed. Brainbuster. Brainbuster on Johnson by Teddy Hart. Lex Luger. Belly to belly taking down Teddy Hart. Stiff looking two-punch combo. And again another two-punch. Jack Johnson just unloading on Teddy Hart. That's the 20-minute mark of the match. It's Teddy Hart in the purple and black shooting star press into the back of Jack Johnson. And a cover. Tiger Tori, the referee. Counts two only. Clothesline, the running clothesline by Luger. Luger drops Teddy Hart. All three men slow to get up. Match is taking its toll on all of them. Jack Johnson's wailing away on Lex Luger. Loose German suplex by Teddy Hart. Huge running clothesline. Lex Luger. And then roar to Crowley. Might be a flash knockout time. Johnson, great boxing skill, winning over the crowd. Boston Crab applied, not the most conventional approach to it, but nobody home for Teddy Hart. Lex Luger picked up Jack Johnson. And a critical, Teddy just got criticaled. A hard punch to the back of the head. 9-2. Two remaining are Lex Luger in the whites. Jack Johnson in the blue boxing trunks with the red gloves. Referee Tiger Hattori, the younger version of him. And this is where it's tough with the boxing. Real tough. You're saying they're just getting pounded on and blasted. They're picking up, dropping right back down. Doing a strike exchange. That was the button's ready to go, and I was off target. More than 25 minutes into this match. We started late. We're down to two. Jack Johnson, boxing gloves and the blue tights. And the Lex Express era Lex Luger, circa 93 SummerSlam in the WWF. Made a mistake there with Luger. I presumed that one kick was going to knock him over. Jack Johnson said no. Off the ropes, running punch. Luger, big opportunity, gets outside the ring. No countouts, of course. A light tube. Lex Luger with a light tube. Look at that. A light tube that shattered across the body of Jack Johnson. He was unfazed. That is really something. Now Johnson just unloading on Luger. Just a moment of coherence, only to be almost immediately taken back down by the unrelenting offense. Jack Johnson. Luger hanging in there strong, but how many punches can a man take? Finally. Running clothesline, covered by Luger to win the match. 2 count. Knee lift there by the boxer Johnson on Lex Luger. Critical. Luger got critical. And that's going to do it. Less than 20 seconds shy of a 30-minute match. Jack Johnson, victorious. See all those knockouts. And in particular, it was those final 2 knockouts by Jack Johnson, first on Teddy Hart, then on Lex Luger. Your winner is Jack Johnson. A note here to remind myself that it is the Crown Royal themed ring on this show with the match from Takafumi City Gym. I'm going to take like a 5-minute break. So a quick break. We'll be back with the next match in this episode 10 of Lou Pickney Plays Fire Pro Wrestling World. We're going to stream live. And, if you have any ideas of wrestlers you'd like to see involved or questions or whatever, feel free to fire away in the stream chat. I'll do my best to get to them and address them in a timely manner. And I'm back. I'll play as Pete Dunne, but I think I've got one I like better. Yeah. Oh. We've got a few Pete Dunnes, apparently. I like the color and everything, and his hair is kind of cool the way it hangs down, but it's a little weird about that particular version of it. Yet that's all maroon as opposed to different colorings or symbols or whatever. Doesn't really matter that much. I'll take one that's not necessarily as intricate in design, but one that plays better and looks more realistic. Sign me up. Actually, be a good idea for me to go ahead and decide on the next venue. And as usual with all of these, I've gone through before the feed started to discover or decide on what I felt was going to be the best matchup with a particular venue and then the ring to go with it. And more specifically, to find the elements that can be switched around to make it fit properly, whether it's changing out the floor color of USA Grand Dome in particular. Many other little things, not be small details to some, that really add to the experience overall, at least in my opinion. With the Super Blood Hockey themed ring. With Keith Lee. With Scorpio Sky. The Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. With Chono. I don't think having two Masachonos would be very productive. This is going to be the last match of this episode. drowsiness starting to kick in. My sleep schedule's been all over the place. I am something semi-normal, but perhaps easier said than done. Amish Roadkill. Let's see. Let's go with Vampiro. All right. Yeah, drowsiness really is kicking out. I'll do my best to hang in there for the duration. Playing as Pete Dunne, taking on Keith Lee, Scorpio Sky, the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, Masahiro Chono, Jushin Thunder Liger, Amish Roadkill, and Vampiro. We'll switch out referee Sonny Fargo since I have Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man there. His yellow look that might cause a little bit of confusion at some point and we'd be better off just avoid it. Still we'll go with the late Brian Hildebrand, aka Mark Curtis. Your referee, Mark Curtis. The venue, the venerable Madison Square Garden. And the ring theme, Super Blood Hockey. Against me playing as Pete Dunne against Keith Lee, Scorpio Sky, Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man, Masahiro Chono, Jushin Thunder Liger, Amish Roadkill, and Vampiro. Here we go. I know in real life Pete Dunne is stuck over across the pond, as it were, and isn't able to be here right now in the U.S. with WWE in their various programming obligations. Super Blood Hockey is a really fun game. Certain nihilist kind of feel, but there's a depth to it that you normally don't experience in any sort of, especially not a sports type game. There's a deeper theme to it, of course. But more importantly, the game's fun. Running knee lift on Amish Roadkill. Pete Dunne. Short clothesline by Roadkill. Running with one punch after another. throws Amish Roadkill to the outside, but there's Roadkill with a kendo stick. Bloody back suplex on Keith Lee by Jushin Liger. Vampiro out of the ring. What was that? Valiant with a sleeper hold on Dunne. The Boogie Woogie Man trying to get a submission. Out of the cruiserweight. Nice elbow on target by Dunne on Keith Lee. Now Lee with that military press on Dunne. Only have to save made, at least temporarily, by Liger. That's now Amish Roadkill. There's the fray. Vampiro. Front of the corner. By Pete Dunne. That's the 5-minute mark of the match. Double team suplex to take down Pete Dunne. 2 count only. Referee Mark Curtis. Look at the head scissors there. Impressive by Amish Roadkill. Pete Dunne. Headbutt. Vampiro takes down Valiant. Powerbomb press. 2 count. With the applause of the crowd. Vampiro working hard and his hard work being appreciated. Headbutt. Vampiro. First elimination of the match. Chono, sit out pile driver on Pete Dunne. Now Pete Dunne going for an armbar. Liger gets a tombstone pile driver delivered to him by Valiant, who reversed it. Jushin Liger is going to try on the Boogie Woogie Man, but had it reversed. Fisherman Buster on Amish Roadkill by Jushin Thunder Liger. Armbar left it again, but broken up quickly by Vampiro. And the strength of Jushin Liger. Body slam on Keith Lee. Double team suplex to send Dunne to the outside. Chono follows summarily. It's Dunne with a figure 4 leg lock on the outside. Chono. 2 count. Roadkill, 2 count only. Go for the pin and zip on Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. Pete Dunne there trying to chase down Jushin Liger. Valiant with the cover on Dunne. Well, that was an anticlimactic way to be eliminated. Release German suplex, my goodness! Liger with his strength. Only pick up Keith Lee, but hurl him. mid-air like that. Aggressive spike powerbomb on Amish Roadkill. By Chono and Liger. Now it's Chono and Lee. See if they take down Vampiro. Vampiro fires Lee in the left corner. Trio low is Jimmy Valiant biting. You can hear it. It's Chono on an apple. Shooting on the forehead of Chono. 2.9 on near fall. Vampiro thought that might have been 3. Roadkill going top rope. Thanks better. Now Chono side Russian leg sweep is Jimmy Valiant trying to chew his way through the mask worn by Jushin Liger. Powerbomb. No press. 2 count. Chono. And a 2 count for Keith Lee on Jushin Liger. Stampede tight movement by Roadkill. 2 count. Say to Dr. Death Steve Williams. 2.9. Fast and furious. Mark Curtis. The applause of the crowd. Several great exchanges in the last couple of minutes. When one referee in a match like this, I think that's going to hurt to do the best. That's what Mark Curtis is doing. And a powerbomb on Vampiro. Amish Roadkill grabs the kendo stick and drops Vampiro with a shot from the kendo stick. Punches for Chono and Valiant until Keith Lee breaks it up. Keith Lee, powerbomb. Triple powerbomb, I think a second. And a third on the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. 2.9 a near fall. The crowd erupt. It's going to be up for Jushin Liger. There's that one flash pinfall a little earlier. And the rest were obviously Pete Dunne. Knocked out of nowhere. Again, more shooting on the forehead. Very disrespectful to Vampiro. It's an elimination. A pinfall scored by Amish Roadkill and is sitting on the chest of Vampiro. A palm strike by Liger. Roadkill, but then quickly from there it was a press up. 3 count on Chono. Pinned by Keith Lee. And it's the Boogie Woogie Man. Eliminated. Amish Roadkill. We're down to 3. Keith Lee, Jushin Thunder Liger, and Amish Roadkill. Oklahoma Stampede type move from Roadkill. Jushin Thunder Liger has been eliminated. We're down to 2. And look at the strength of Keith Lee. I guess somebody in the back was given the sign to go home. A flurry of 3 counts. Ultimately, Keith Lee. The blood. A lot of blood was shed in that match. Appropriate for the blood, or the Super Blood Hockey themed ring. I guess that's called the Big Bang Catastrophe. Not a bad name. So Scorpio Sky, Pete Dunne, Vampiro, Chono, Boogie Woogie Man, Jushin Liger, Amish Roadkill. But the end, your winner is Keith Lee. So I think that's going to be it as far as matches go for this episode. Hit 5 o'clock in the morning Nashville time, so can't say it's too surprising to be a bit drowsy, but nevertheless got some pretty fun matches in. These don't all have to be marathon sessions or anything. That's part of the fun of it. The format is very much open-ended to what time availability I might have and what makes the most sense. So that's it for episode 10. Probably later this weekend, maybe late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, Nashville time, Chicago time, Central Daylight time. I'm Lou Pickney. I appreciate you for joining me for Lou Pickney Presents Fire Pro Wrestling World. Presents, like it's me bringing it to you. Lou Pickney, how about just Lou Plays Fire Pro? Probably the easiest thing for a drowsy Lou to say there, speaking in the third person. That's it for now. We'll see you next time. Lou Pickney Plays Fire Pro Wrestling World, episode number 11. We'll see you then. Have a good one.